YouTube, what's going on? What's happening? I'm back. Sorry about that. My one of my drivers came in and maybe he need to get a little bit off his chest, man. But back what I was talking about, just being grateful, man. I'm sitting here thinking, just being grateful over the small, man. Being grateful of what's been already given to you in your hand. A lot of times we can't see, for looking. Not saying that you get complacent, but to be grateful and to be a good servant, a good steward over what's already in your hand. And just a little bit about myself. Prior to moving to Atlanta, I was working at a plant down in Fitzgerald, where I'm from, and production plant where you're on the press brake machine. Some of y'all know about them press brake machines, especially down in South Georgia. They a lot of them plants run, a lot of them older plants run press brake. So I was doing press brake, and I had, prior to that, I was coming from Valdosta, man, and my time had done expired there. So I came on back to Fitzgerald and got a job at the plant. And working 7 days a week, 12-hour shift. And I was grateful as well. Of course, it went well. I desired to be at the time, but I needed a job, and I needed to stay working, to build towards my future or whatnot. So that's why I ended up at. But I was grateful. I think I was making like $9 there as well. And excuse me, Mr. Sheldon, talk to me.
Shut it down, sir. Shut it down. Once I'm out, shut it down.
Yes, sir. I got most of them off. We
we
winding.
Appreciate you keeping on top of it, man, because I sure enough been slacking on y'all today.
Man, you good, big time. I appreciate you just as much, man. You know what I mean? Yeah. All right. Well, I'll talk with you tomorrow, man.
Yes, sir. We'll have tomorrow.
All right, no problem. Yep. But yeah, just being grateful over little, and doing what you could do, to get to that next level, whether it's that feeding yourself mentally, spiritually, to stay in tune to, upgrade, or just move past, your constant. I mean, to move past your current state, Yeah, and that's where I was, man. I moved up here to Atlanta. Probably with a crate, I think not a crate, but like a bin of clothes, and probably I got laid off from that plant, from that plant. I got laid off. I say, shoot, man, I can't keep doing this here, man. They gonna lay you off. You had a whole lifestyle going on, and they lay you off. I think I did 6 months, maybe 6 months there. I came up here to Atlanta. I worked with my brother for 6 months. That's crazy. That ain't 6. I worked with my brother for 6 months and ended up coming to Fresh Express. And, that's where really I began to pay attention. Like, as a janitor, they hired me as a janitor making $9. And, that's what I had to do. I had to clean bathrooms, clean the break room, clean the smoking area, and granted it wasn't where I wanted to be, but, I didn't have no sucky attitude about it. I did it with gratitude. I did it with, good faith and trusting and believing for more. But at the same time, I was still striving for better. And my cousin, she ended up putting me on my CDL. She was like, look, you need to get your CDL. I'm like, cool. So she gave me the rundown on how to, get my CDL. I went and got my Class B. I filled out for MARTA. And I ended up going over to MARTA. And I ended up doing right about 6 years. But in between them 6 years, I think in my 4th year, I was getting ready to have my baby girl. I was like, you know what? I need another source of income. So I dipped into my Nationwide and got me some of my money out, and I went and brought me a pressure washer trailer. Keep in mind, I brought not to put you too much in the bender, but I spent almost $10,000 on a pressure washer with no clientele. The motivation behind that's a whole nother video, but I did that, and I just took off. I did one client led to another client, another client led to another client. And I think my first year I probably did 17,000, 18,000, I believe. Right around the 20 mark, which was good. The second year, I did a substantial amount as well. You know, while working model in the 6 years in model, I was grateful, but I ain't gonna lie. Up until like that 5th year, I started saying, man, I'm gonna tell you what probably triggered it. When I started making money on the side, that was almost equivalent to what I was getting every 2 weeks. You know, I started thinking, I was like, man, like I might need to do this like full time. Like I might need to go full time with this. And I probably got a little ungrateful and probably moved a little too fast, you know, based off me starting my own. But everything still worked out in divine timing, you know. But to stay on topic, I was always grateful. But that job did the constant revolving door of doing the same thing every day, driving 40 minutes to work, driving home 40 minutes, spending 9 hours at work, working overnight. I was doing night shift. It got a little tiring, got a little wearisome, and I remember telling God, like, God, it's time for me to use my brain. Like, I know it's more. I know it's better. I filled out for supervisor at MARTA. It never worked. I filled out for different positions at MARTA. Never worked. I got into a mechanic program. They never ever came around to the program. I was like, God, what is real going on? I'm at 6 years, like, and to be fully invested, you got to do 10. So I was contemplating doing 10 just so I can be fully invested, then retiring. My wife was like, if you feeling that, you feeling God telling you to come off, I support you. And that was key. My wife telling me she support me in my decision, you know what I'm saying, to coming off my job, trusting in my dream was key, you know. Mr. Simmy. I appreciate you, Mr. Simmy. Thank you, sir. You enjoy your evening, all right? Yeah, get you some rest. But that's another one of my drivers, older guy. But he's about 65, man. And the crazy thing is, his story is similar. He worked his own business for all the years, and you know he wasn't able to he didn't put back as he should, you know, into his future, and now he's having to, you know, double back and work again, man. So, you know, rule of thumb, man, don't. You know, some people say, you know, quit your job, go for your dream. That's, you know, that's good. You know what I'm saying? But I quit my job and went full force. And then when my business slowed down and I had health issues, you know, I depleted my savings. So I needed to come back in the corporate world and regain my balance, regain my standing because I had fallen. And it happens. But, you know, my wife and I, we'll tell y'all on another video, but I depleted my savings. She depleted her savings, and man, we went rock bottom. We hit rock bottom. Yeah, we hit rock bottom, man. So it hadn't been an easy journey. It hadn't been overnight, but it was definitely worth the while, and it was worth the while. But yeah, man, just being grateful, you know, what's in your hand, and you know, still me giving, you know, tithing, things of that nature, man, kept me grounded and rooted in my faith and trusting and believing in God for better. Even though I was somewhere, I didn't let that stop me from trying to do more, trying to become better. You know, just, you know, reading, trying to, you know, cause let me just drop this. I don't know where I was, but I think I woke up on a Sunday morning and God dropped in my spirit. He says, how can I reveal more to you if you stop? You cut your limit of knowledge off on level, let's just say level 3. How can I reveal to you more when you've limit yourself of knowing on level 3? And I was like, wow. I thought about that thing. I repeated it to my wife when we went to church. And it came back across the pulpit. Confirmation came back across the pulpit, man. So as I did, I hadn't got likes. I always like to read a good book or good knowledge, and but I started back investing in my knowledge, in my, you know, just to know more, you know, so I can see God on a different level, so I can broaden my horizon in my knowledge, so I can, talk with different people and communicate on another level besides what I been communicating on. And yeah, so that was, that's a little bit of my story, man. Just being grateful, man, for where I was, but not neglecting what I needed to do to go, to the next level. And I encourage you all to do the same and overcome. I overcome. Y'all hear, a lot of y'all probably hear me talking about overcoming and talk about me, being encouraged, man. Y'all be encouraged, man. And too much is given, much is required, and don't settle. Don't settle. It's so easy to get comfortable and lax, and it's just it's easy, to just get caught in that realm of, well, this is what it is, and this is all. No, it's more. You can be more, you can do more. My pain, I've learned through this past year, going through different trials and tribulations. I learned, like, my pain, my tolerance for pain. And when I say pain, just going through different circumstances, seeing coming out on the other side, seeing daylight, even though it's raining at the moment. I've learned to see, envision. I learned to, work. It's nothing gonna be easy. Nothing gonna come easy. It's gonna be some sleepless nights. It's gonna be some times where you feel like, what am I doing? Where am I going? Like that's normal. And I had to, that was the hardest thing for me to figure out. Like, is anybody other feeling this? Because, man, let me tell you, bro, folk they don't talk about that. They don't talk about that war, man. They don't talk about that. They don't talk about that, bro. They put all this glitter on top of stuff, bro. And I be like, what a real at? What a real at, bro? Like, who feeling what I'm feeling, bro? 'Cause I don't feel like I'm finna make it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't feel like I'm finna make it. Who else feeling like that? Everybody else like, I'm good. I'm good. Everything's straight. I'm like, man, not me. Not me. I'm not, man. I don't even know if I'm halfway. I don't even know if I'm going and coming that time, bro. Like, somebody give me something, man. You know what I mean? So I want to be. I'm gonna be that voice, man. Cause it ain't easy, bro. You gonna feel some days like it ain't working and what you doing. I ain't lying. Like, since I've came on to this new industry, to this concrete industry, and God has, and that's another thing. Me coming, I had my heart attack. So a lot of you knew if y'all watching my family YouTube, but I had a heart attack in March. I was down for like 3 or 4 months. I got back up in, like, I don't know, July. I began to continue working my business. And like I said, we got behind on a lot of stuff. So November, I had to come out and get a job. And I came to this job because they were paying every week. And not only that, I felt like God was saying, come here too as well. And most people like, how you know that was God? It just was a strong feeling. I was finna go to Cisco with my buddy. You know what I'm saying? I went to the interview and everything, but I was just feeling, I was being pulled more this way. So I was like, let me just go over here. So I end up coming here, you know what I mean? And keep in mind, I don't know what I'm doing, y'all. I'm scared. I'm like, man, what the world going on? Like, what am I gonna do? I came here not knowing nothing, a completely new industry. Driving a concrete mixer truck. I'm driving a concrete mixer truck. I ain't never drove no object that move while you driving. So I'm already uncomfortable. I'm shooken up. You know what I mean? But I trained doing that. And once I finished training, I overcame my fears or whatever with the truck or whatever. And you still got to be careful in it. But I overcame my fears in that. And my boss man, I asked my boss man, like, you got a truck for me? You got a mixer for me? He was like, no. And, man, listen here. Don't y'all know when God got something for you, it's for you. I bypassed the truck. God placed me in a batching position where I just batched the trucks. And then he placed me in a more leadership role. He gave me the plant foreman role. Yeah, God put me in the plant foreman role. You know what I mean? And I drove the truck probably, twice? And now I'm overseeing people driving the trucks. You know what I'm saying? I'm loading the trucks. I'm managing a whole plant that I knew nothing about. I had no prior experience whatsoever. Like, it was just ordained. It was set up. You know what I mean? So now it make you think back, like, dang, was me leaving my job, all that in the will of God, having a heart attack. I believe it was. I believe it was. I believe it was. You know, and like I said, it's been a journey. It hasn't, and it's not over. We even going through something right now. You know what I'm saying? With you know, with our living situation. But we'll tackle that on another video as well. But I just wanted to drop this video. I was like, dang, maybe somebody can be encouraged, you know, with my story, or just being grateful over what you have, even though it may not be where you want to be. It may not be the big house, the big car, and all that, or whatever the case may be, or you may not be preaching and teaching like you want to be, or be traveling the world like you want to be. But don't stop. Keep seeking God, man. Keep trying to get to know Him on different levels. Because in this season, I haven't been able to work. I haven't been earning by the sweat of my brow in this season. And I learned that God moving seasons. You know what I mean? I learned so much, man. You know, just in this time of going through, man, it's crazy. But you know, my reason for this video was to solely encourage you all, to, if you're feeling stagnant, if you're feeling like things are not working, it's okay. It's okay to start over. It's okay to do different to get you some different results. You know, leadership, being in leadership, man. I'm even now that I'm in leadership, I'm steady reading, I'm steady learning, I'm steady trying to become a better leader, man, a better father, a better husband to my wife, a better son, a better brother, man, a better friend. You know, life happens, but that don't mean you have to quit. That don't mean you have to quit. That don't mean you have to give in. That don't mean you have to feel sorry for yourself, you know, because things are not going your way. And, you know, I've had previous experience where things ain't go my way and things ain't happen when I wanted them to happen. And I find myself going back to trying to repeat a lifestyle that I thought maybe, well, this is it, you know, and it's not. Just because you don't actually see it working doesn't mean God isn't working behind the scenes on your behalf. So be encouraged, man. Be encouraged. Strengthen. Be strengthened. You know, allow yourself to do more. You know, don't limit yourself, you know. It's up to you. The choice is yours. You know, and as I look back over my life and different friends I had and different valleys I traveled and different places I've been to, man, you know, people lead you out and don't even know where they going. You know, so separate yourself, man. Get off to yourself, man. Figure out what is it that you really soul searching for, man. Figure it out. What is it that you want to be, what you want to do? Write it down. You know, it's stuff I got wrote down from 2012, 2013 that I'm still looking for God to do. You know, and granted, He's doing some of it and it's not happening the way I want it to happen. You know what I'm saying? It ain't happening the way I want it to happen, and it's quite frustrating. It's quite difficult, you know? But you could do it. I'm doing it. I'm a real person trying to do real things. It's out here, you know. Be grateful for the level that you on. Learn on the level that you on. Learn beyond the level that you're on. A lot of my drivers, they complain about money. They complain about hours. They complain about more hours. You give them more hours. They complain about having more hours. They want less hours. It's the grateful. Grateful. You know, it's being grateful, man, of what you have, but just not stopping. That's the key. Not getting complacent where you at. You know what I'm saying? But move and learn beyond your level. Remember, I tell you, I was cleaning toilets. I was cleaning 20, 30 toilets a night. And keep in mind, this was 50 restrooms, man. This stuff was nasty. But I cleaned it. You know what I mean? I cleaned it as if I was getting ready to sit on the toilet without putting the tissue around it. I cleaned every speck of it. I didn't have to do it and inspect more. I did it way beyond the best of my knowledge, and I went beyond. I even did what I learned in the previous chapter of my life was stripping and waxing floors. I started stripping and waxing floors just because I could, not because they had to pay me to do it. I did it because I saw it. I saw a need. I did it. I did what it take. And keep in mind, in that facility, it's very high traffic. You know, so I would strip it, wax the floor, buff the floor, you know, clean out microwaves. You know, I was wiping down break room tables, cleaning out vents where people let dust clog up in it. Like I was doing well over what I was paid for while seeking to do more or to go to another level at that time. You know, and I have different people who visit me and talk to me on the phone. They know, some people know that I'm not, you know, just shooting the bull or whatever, but they've been there. They saw me. I even gave some of them advice as well on just being grateful. Everybody got their own story. Everybody got their own route. You know what I'm saying? But it's still certain things you can learn from others that you can apply to your life that can help you get where you going as well along the way. And that's what I want to do to you all. That was my time. That was my reason for dropping this video, was to just encourage you all and to help you all understand how far grateful, you know, can get you. Not only expecting somebody else to do it, but you do it. I think I was reading over in this book, and it said something like that. It said something like that to that extent. It said something like that to that extent, but it kind of just blew me. It ain't blow. Yeah, it did blow. It blowed me, but I think it was. What was it? It was so profound. It was so profound. There it is. I underlined it. Was that it? Oh. Good leadership requires knowledge, character, and principles. Integrity, you guys. I mean, just having integrity, man. You know, doing what you would do as if someone was looking. You know, it was times where I was cleaning the parking lot, picking up trash in the parking lot. You know, it wasn't nowadays I went out there and said, oh, well, it's clean. You know, no, every day I walked the parking lot and picked it up, no matter if I did it the day before or not. Like I stood on integrity. If it was something that was required of me, that's what I done. You know, and to be honest, just to share this, I would get mad when bosses and stuff would stand over me, because I'm like, dude, I do what I'm supposed to do. You ain't got to stand over me. You ain't got to worry about me trying to cheat or take no shortcuts, nothing like that, because I'm going to do what's required of me and more. That's why I got mad at. I was doing more and wasn't nothing breaking. I was doing more. Even at Marta, I was doing some of the supervisor roles. I was, whatever the supervisor needed me to do, I was doing it. You know what I mean? And it just wasn't breaking. And I got frustrated. You know what I mean? Not knowing that I come to grasp that my time was up. So you all be encouraged. Your time may be up if something not breaking. You know what I'm saying? Or you may not be putting your best foot forward, or just not maybe time. You know what I mean? Things happen in its own God-given chronological order, man. So I'm using my brain now. You know what I mean? I'm critical thinking. I'm thinking 10 steps ahead. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. I'm answering the phone. I'm communicating with dispatch. I'm doing paperwork. I'm doing inventory. I'm mentoring. I'm counseling. I'm doing it all what I love to do. You know what I'm saying? What I feel like God put in me to do, because it just comes so natural. It's not about the money. It's not about the money with me. Yeah, I need it to take care of my family, but it's not about the money. But I'm not stopping even here. Even here, I'm not stopping. You know what I'm saying? I'm constantly doing what I need to do here. But as you can see, I'm making myself knowledgeable more. I'm seeing how I can be a better leader. I'm working with different personalities. It get frustrating at times, but I remain calm. I remain suitable, professional, feelings out the way. You know what I mean? And that's what it is. That's what it is. You know, that's what it is. So if I had to leave you with something today, it was be encouraged. Don't settle. Keep going, man. Keep going. Keep growing. Don't lower the goal so you can dunk. Don't lower the goal so you can dunk easy. Work towards dunking while it's high. And eventually, you'll be able to dunk while it's high. You know, I was thinking the other day, I was like, dang, that's maybe what they mean by that song, I Believe I Can Fly. You know, not actually flying just because you want to, but actually believing, actually putting the work in, actually going toward and pressing towards the mark of the high calling. Look at that scriptures that come in there, pressing toward the mark of the high calling, pressing toward. You'll never be perfect, but strive for the perfection. You know, I was thinking the other day and it came to me, the imperfect, perfect. That's just me going off, y'all. Pay no mind to me. But things be coming to me. Imperfect, perfect. Because that's what it is. We're imperfect. We striving for perfection. None of us is perfect, man. None of us is perfect. A lot of us knock other people for not doing, you know, what we want them to do or living up to our expectations. But if at the end of the day, if you focus on yourself, do your best, and becoming the best you can be, your environment will change. It has to. Your environment will change. Listen what I said. Doing the best, your best, putting your best effort into yourself, and your environment will change. Your environment will change. Yeah, your environment will change. But thank you guys for listening, man. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Let me know what y'all want to talk about. If you want to know anything, if you want to know my opinion, my view, how I saw some things in a certain part of my life. If I can tap on it, I tap on it. If I ain't been through it, I ain't gonna try to finagle it. I ain't gonna try to act like I've been through it. That's not me. That's not who I am. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that nowhere around. So yeah, if I can do that for y'all, yeah, feel free to like, share, subscribe, get with me. A lot of y'all know me. A lot of y'all know me for motivating and pushing you to be better, pushing you to be great. But you know, sometimes it be hard for me to believe as well. It ain't easy. I might make it look easy, or other people might make it look easy, but it ain't easy. It definitely ain't easy. It ain't gonna be easy. It's gonna be worth it though. It's gonna be worth it. I tell you that. It's gonna be worth it. So yeah, y'all like, share, subscribe. You know what I mean? Come chop it up with me, man. Come holler at me. Come holler at me. You know, let's like I said, let's chop it up. Let's get together on this net. And yeah, man, y'all vibe with me, man. I appreciate y'all. All my faith women out there, all my faith men out there that's striving to do better, man. That's trying to come out something that's overcoming, man. Keep going, keep growing, man. I love y'all. Peace.